It's true that some things change as we get older. But if you're a woman over 40 and you're dealing with insomnia, brain fog, moodiness, and weight gain, you don't have to accept it as just another part of aging. And with MIDI Health, you can get help and stop pushing through it alone. The experts at MIDI understand that all these symptoms can be connected to the hormonal changes that happen around menopause, and MIDI can help you feel more like yourself again. Many healthcare providers aren't trained to treat or even recognize menopause symptoms. MIDI clinicians are menopause experts. They're dedicated to providing safe, effective, FDA-approved solutions for dozens of hormonal symptoms, not just hot flashes. Most importantly, they're covered by insurance. 91% of MIDI patients get relief from symptoms within just 2 months. You deserve to feel great. Book your virtual visit today at joinmidi.com. That's joinmidi.com.
Hello, and welcome to It's a Fandom Thing. I'm your host, Erin Marlowe, and each week I'm joined by a panel of guests to discuss all things fandom and pop culture, primarily from a female perspective. You'll find everything from fanfic to cosplay to Schitt's Creek to Supernatural and everything in between. So put on your favorite piece of fandom merch, set aside that fanfic that you're writing about your OTP, and sit back and enjoy this week's episode. Hello, and welcome to this week's episode of Pop Culture and Fandom News. I'm your host, Erin Marlowe, and on Friday's episode, we are kicking off our annual Christian fucking Bale month with a look at the movie Thor, Love, and Thunder. And I'm very excited because this is actually, I think, our 5th year doing this. I was like, oh, it's just our 4th year, but I think this is our 5th year doing this, which is pretty amazing. So,
anniversary!
Yeah. So I'm excited to, of course, celebrate Christian fucking Bale again. Let me introduce my panel for this week. So first up, and of course, she will be here all month long because we can't do Christian Bale month without her, is Carla. Hello, Carla, from OK Real Quick. Sorry, I forgot to say that, from OK Real Quick.
No problem. Thank you, Erin. Hello, Erin, and hello, Fandom Thingers. Welcome to the new year. Yay.
Yay. Well, this is dropping on New Year's Eve, so, hey, you're still kind of in 2025 if you're listening to this on Wednesday, so.
So you're listening to me from the past, but I'm talking about the future.
Yeah. And then next up is my producer, Erin A. Hello, Erin A.
Hi there. I can't believe 2025 is over. Nope. That's all I got to say about that.
Yes. And then hopefully Tiff will be joining us shortly, but I, of course, am your host, and Happy New Year, I guess. I don't know. Anyway.
I guess.
But let's get into some pop culture and fandom news. So first up, Carla, what is one thing in pop culture or fandom that you're into right now?
I am very disappointed in a particular movie. So my mom and I, she came into town for Christmas. We had a great time. We watched a lot of horror movies. I got to show her Heart Eyes, which shockingly she hadn't watched. But we were very excited because we saw a movie in Spanish, a horror movie set in Mexico from a Mexican studio. And I was like, yay, cool. Let's check this out. And it sucked. It was so bad. We were so disappointed. It's called El Exorcismo de Carmen Farias. And it sounds really interesting. It's about a woman who inherits a house, and she's like, oh, I kind of remember having been here, but then we stopped coming here, and I don't know why. And also, why are all of the openings sealed with red wax? I don't know. Let's just clear it out and live here now. And then exorcisty things start happening, but much worse than what I'm describing because it sucked. It was such a bad movie. And it's just so disappointing to watch a horror movie and have it not be good. We kind of made up for it by watching Heart Eyes, and then we watched The Blackening, which was hilarious. And we will never have to think about or watch that movie again, except for when I want to be mad about horror movies that disappointed me. And, I feel like that's also just kind of what 2025 feels and felt like. Just kind of disappointing. Started off horribly and then did not proceed to go particularly well. But then hopefully 2026 will be the Heart Eyes, not so much in the stabbiness, but in the making up for 2025-ness.
Yeah, one can only hope. But yes, that's true. Yeah, it does suck. But the blackening is good too. I echo that one. So, Erin A.
I love this that we both have horror. You're going to be so proud of me. I watched a horror movie, which doesn't happen a lot, but over the Christmas, I always watch Krampus every year. The one from, it's really old now, the one with Adam Scott, because that's like a fantastic Christmas movie, Christmas horror movie. So then, I don't know how I found this, but it suggested to me, and I think I want to say it's on Shudder. I get Shudder through AMC Plus, so it's like hard to tell which is from where. But it's called There's Something in the Barn.
It's Shudder. I watched that on Thanksgiving.
Right? Amazing. It's like it was fun, cheesy horror. It's about this like American family that inherits this house / like barn farm kind of thing in Norway. And of course, like the typical like Americans being Americans in a foreign country humor, but the barn is haunted. Not haunted, I guess, because he's alive, but living in the barn is these like evil little elves. And then just horror, chaos, comedy ensues. And it's actually pretty good. It's got, I didn't look it up, but it's got like the sheriff is the mother from the show Ragnarok on Netflix. And I really like that lady. She's so good. So she was a pleasure to see in that. It was a nice surprise, but it was a really good movie and I appreciated it. And then I continued my regular Christmas marathon of watching The Lord of the Rings immediately after that, which goes so well together.
Naturally.
Yeah, they are exactly like.
It's a palate cleanser.
So similar. Yeah, I watched that on Thanksgiving. Just, was picking out a holiday horror film that I hadn't seen and saw that on Shudder. So yeah, it was funny. It was entertaining. I thought the premise was really interesting. I watched it with my sister, and my sister had recently been to Norway, like not like within a year or so. So she's
So
been
jealous.
there, and so she's like, it's so beautiful. And so she was like talking about that at the same time, like going, oh yeah, this is very this and this is very that. Like very true to Norway. But yeah, it does have that very much that privileged white American United States, excuse me, of, that thinking.
Mhm.
Definitely.
Yeah.
A lot of that in there. Well, mine isn't a horror movie, but I did want to talk about Marty Supreme briefly because I went and saw that on Christmas Eve. And, people are raving about this movie. People love this movie so much. Some people are calling it one of the best movies they've ever seen. People are getting emotional about this movie. People just are just blown away by it. I'm kind of in it was okay. And I don't know if it was because, the main character, Marty, is a very horrible, unlikable person. He's not a likable person. He's a narcissist. He's awful to people. He's not, and I don't care about, a protagonist can be a horrible person and the film can still work like American Psycho. But it's the fact that I'm not sure if the film wants us to be rooting for this person that wants to play table tennis. And so he just will do anything to be able to play table tennis and make it big in the US. And this takes place in the 50s. And so he doesn't care about anything else except for making it big in table tennis. And he's having 2 affairs with 2 different women, both of them married. One of them played by Gwyneth Paltrow, who I don't understand the big deal about her performance. People are raving about her performance. I don't get it. She's okay. She's just kind of there to be Gwyneth Paltrow and to, I think, be more like what are the actresses in the 50s, like, the blonde actresses from the 50s. And then he's also having an affair with a woman played by Odessa Ezion. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, who is 10,000 times better than Gwyneth Paltrow. But he treats both of them like crap, really. He treats everybody around him like crap. He steals, he lies, he cheats, all this stuff. And we're supposed to, I'm not going to spoil the ending, but I mean, you kind of expect what a movie like this will do. We're supposed to be cheering for him to win in the end. And it just feels wrong to me because it's not presented as, oh, we shouldn't be cheering for this person to win. It's presented as we should be cheering for this person to win, which is off-putting to me. And then also there's a storyline that comes into this about like 30 minutes, 60 minutes in that involves a dog. And when that storyline happened, I became very angry at a lot of this movie because, spoiler, you can skip ahead a few seconds if you don't want to know. The dog doesn't die or anything, but the dog is injured and the dog is treated like absolute crap. And it's the way it's kind of put in there, like, what is the point of having this dog storyline in there? And it keeps coming back. This dog just keeps coming back. And to me, it just kept taking me out of the movie because it felt even more unnecessarily cruel than it needed to be. And again, the dog survives. As far as we know, the dog survives. But it's just like this weird thing that's just kind of thrown in there for no really real reason to me. And I mean, I just don't get the point of this movie of like, everybody keeps saying it makes them feel good and people are cheering. I'm like, why? This person is a horrible, awful person. And I mean, yeah, it's showing, white men can get away with pretty much everything. But the other thing I want to just briefly mention is people, again, with this movie, if you don't like this movie and you critique it, people just shit on you or attack you or actually come close to calling you anti-Semitic because Marty is Jewish. So if you are attacking him and saying he's privileged, that can't be true because it's the 50s and he's Jewish.
Okay.
And so I don't know. And also, if you've seen the marketing campaign for this movie, which I think is absolutely the most obnoxious thing from this year, and basically it's just Timothée Chalamet is being Marty, this character. That's what it is. He's just being this character. And so that's how you can get a taste of that character. I did see a TikTok with someone who loved this movie and I actually really loved this TikToker. And they said, I think you can judge whether or not you're going to like this movie by your reaction to the marketing campaign.
Oh my God.
Which is pretty accurate. So if that marketing campaign annoys you, this movie might annoy you. But again, I am in the small minority on this movie. People love this movie and it's entertaining. It's too long in my opinion. And Timothée Chalamet is really excellent. I think he's a fantastic actor. He bugs me in real life, but I think he's a fantastic actor. I just don't like the fact that I felt like they wanted us to be rooting for this horrible, awful person that you don't want to see win, especially with the person in the end that he's competing against. It made it even worse to me. So, yeah. Oh, and also, if you ever watched Shark Tank, when that show was on, or if you're familiar with Shark Tank, the guy, Kevin, I can't remember his last name, who's a real asshole, who's Mr. Wonderful is like his nickname. He's in this movie in a very big part.
That's weird. Okay.
He's Gwyneth Paltrow's husband, and he's a typical billionaire asshole, So, yeah. So I know all of you are going to hate me because I don't like this movie, and I'm criticizing it, I'm critiquing it, and I'm not rooting for Marty to win, who is based on a real person, loosely based on a real person. But I can't. I'm sorry. I just can't. I do want to say one of the best parts of this movie, though, is the soundtrack and the score. The score and soundtrack are 80s, even though this takes place in the 50s. It's all 80s music, and the score is very 80s. And I think it fits perfectly. And that was probably my favorite part of the whole movie. So, yeah.
I cannot wait to hate watch this once it's on streaming and I don't have to pay for it.
You might like it. Most people love it. I am in the small, tiny minority here.
I find the marketing very obnoxious. So
people that I like, that I agree with most of the time, love this. People just all, seriously, it's like maybe 5% of us that don't like this movie. So, and I like it. I don't dislike it, but I just don't think it's like this life-changing movie that should win all the awards like a lot of people do. So that's just my feeling.
I didn't want to watch it when I saw the preview, so I'm like, this confirms that I should not go see this movie.
But yeah, you might like it, Erin A. I don't know. Like I said, most people like it, or love it, I should say. People love this movie. So it's making a lot of money too. So
that's really interesting.
I don't understand it. I haven't even watched it. I'm like,
you haven't watched it. See, that's the thing is I'm sitting here saying this, but all of you could watch it and totally disagree with me because most people love this movie. So I'm in, like I said, a small, tiny minority when it comes to this movie. So, and like I said, I actually do like it. I just don't think of it as like one of the best movies of the year or like life-changing or anything.
I was going to say, didn't change your life?
Not at all. Okay, well, Tiff is having some technical difficulties, so we're going to take a quick break. And when we come back, we are going to watch the trailer for Christopher Nolan's movie, The Odyssey. So we'll be right back. Okay, so I know I'm picking a Christopher Nolan movie, but this is going to be a humongous movie. They're already selling tickets for it. So this is The Odyssey. So we're going to watch the trailer for The Odyssey. So this is the time that you click pause, click the link in the show notes, and then we'll be back in a couple of seconds to give you our thoughts on the trailer. Okay, so we just finished watching the trailer for Christopher Nolan's The Odyssey. Like I said, they're already selling tickets for this.
Wow.
So Carla, was this your first time watching this? And what are your thoughts?
You know, I feel like I watched a different trailer before. I don't know, like, I think it was like more Tom Holland heavy, the trailer that I watched. And okay, so first of all, I really want to like Tom Holland as an actor and not just rest everything on the fact that he's like such a wonderful Spider-Man and that he did that lip sync to Umbrella that is just iconic. This trailer, I regret to say I got very distracted because it was so boring. And I started thinking about the chores I have to do today. I was like, okay, so yeah, that water reminds me that I need to clean the bathroom today. And oh yeah, did it take my medicine today? Wait a second. I have to go grocery shopping. I should probably update that list. So it does not bode well, is what I'm saying. Yeah, I'm not excited about this, apparently.
So Carla has not picked up her tickets yet. Or maybe she has and she just doesn't want to admit it.
I don't want anybody to know how many tickets or how many showings.
So Erin A, are you purchasing your tickets right now as we speak?
Oh, totally. I don't know how I feel about this. That was what, a minute and a half long, and
yeah,
it like Carla said, like it's a little boring. Does that mean that this is going to be like a movie that needs an intermission? Is this going to be like a 4-hour long movie?
Oh God.
Right? It gives that vibe that's going to move really slowly and be really dramatic, right? So I don't know if I can handle it. Come on, Christopher Nolan, why do you do this to us? I might go see it. I'd like to see another trailer. I don't know anything about like the Odyssey, like my very basic like high school English lit class knowledge of the Odyssey. So I don't know. It could be interesting. I would like to see more. Yeah, I don't know. That was my first time watching it. Maybe I should watch it again. I have like such a bad vibe that it's going to be super, super long and super, super boring.
Well, the Odyssey is super, super long.
Right.
So I'm sure it's going to be super, super long.
They're like a
There's so many people in the
marathon movie.
cast, too. You go to IMDb, the cast is just like...
Yeah, right. So like, yeah, I'm excited about some of these people, but are they in it for like 5 minutes because it's like a million hours long?
Like, come on, move it. We need the set. We need the set.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So I'm very torn. I don't know. It could be good, but I don't know if I can handle sitting in a movie theater for the length of whatever this is going to be.
Okay, and fingers crossed, tech issues are working. So let's bring Tiff in to see what Tiff's thoughts are. Tiff, you're on stage.
Happy Kwanzaa.
We're just going to jump into the trailer just because of time. So was this your first time watching it and your thoughts?
You know, I caught like, I guess one of these little itsy bitsy teasers where it shows, darkness, rolling seas, boat out on the sea. And then it's like the Odyssey, July 2026. I'm like, somebody needs to step up their marketing game. Yeah, I'm bored. I'm like, this is Troy 2025. This is Alexander 2025? This is Troy and Alexander had a baby. 2026? Yeah, and this cat, my gosh, how many people are in this movie? I'm looking at it's like 8,000 people in the movie. And I know you have to have 8,000 extras because, obviously armies and stuff like that. But my goodness, this is ridiculous. Come on, people. I like approximately 2.5 Christopher Nolan movies. So 2.5. I'm not banking on actually liking this. So I probably will not be in Carla's rented out theater to watch.
Carla's movie party.
Yeah, I probably won't be there.
My Odyssey Fest, you're not coming? Oh my God.
I might be, I don't know, scrubbing the toilet. I'm not sure.
Busy that day.
We'll see. I might be busy that day, making sure the cat doesn't have hairballs or something. I don't know. Yeah, kind of dull though.
Yeah, when I chose this, I'm like, my panelists are gonna be like, why are we watching this? But this is like, people, we are in the minority here because everybody is super excited for this movie. So we are in the minority.
What is wrong with people?
I also don't know if you've seen the poster, but the poster is, and I know it's not this because Christopher Nolan, for all of his faults and the fact that he is very, very into himself, he actually is very, very much like it's great that he's the head of the DGA, the Directors Guild, actually, because he's so anti a lot of the stuff that's going on. But when you look at this poster, it almost looks AI to me, and it's not AI, but it looks that way to me. So it's off-putting. I don't know. It looks very weird to me. But yeah, I wanted to play it because of the fact that this is a movie that is probably going to make so much money and might even be an Oscar talk because, especially this is his follow-up to, the movie that he won. How am I forgetting the name of it? Probably because I'm one of the few people in the world that didn't like the movie.
Oppenheimer?
Yes, Oppenheimer. I'm one of the few people in the world that didn't like that movie. But and I'm like you, Tiff. I prefer Christopher Nolan, like early days Christopher Nolan, like Memento Christopher Nolan. And even though I love his Dark Knight trilogy, but I prefer that Christopher Nolan to this Christopher Nolan. I do want to say, though, I'm glad that I finally got the answer to why I was watching. Don't laugh at me, but I was watching Celebrity Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, and not too long ago. And spoiler, Matt Damon and Ken Jennings were playing on a team, and they won the $1 million because it's Ken Jennings for charity. It's for charity. And Matt Damon was on there, and he had this long beard, and I'm like, what is up with Matt Damon? Why does he have this long beard? This is why. So then when I saw this trailer, I'm like, well, at least I know why he has that long beard now. So yeah, it's not appealing to me at all. I don't like these kind of movies anyway. They don't appeal to me in the least bit. So I'm not looking forward to it. The cast, is cool and all, but it's just not my thing. It looks over bloated and a little bit too into itself. So it could be wrong. Could end up being a masterpiece. We shall see. But I did want to get our reactions because of the fact that they're already selling tickets to the IMAX screenings and stuff of this. So
in July, oh my gosh. I can't wait to be inundated by this at San Diego Comic-Con because it comes out the week before. So looking forward to those people. The Odyssey Bros.
The Odyssey Bros. Yeah.
Coming in with helmets, coming in with lace-up boots.
Yeah.
Sandals.
Yeah, the Christopher Nolan film bros aren't quite as bad as the Tarantino film bros, but they're pretty much in the same league.
I feel like there's some crossover there.
Yeah. There is. I think Christopher Nolan is a better artist overall as far as that goes. But yeah, so we shall see. I know all of you are like, first it's attacking Marty Supreme, now it's attacking Christopher Nolan. So that's fine, whatever.
Chosen violence, my child.
Okay, well, we're going to take another quick break. And when we come back, it's our annual tradition now to do our New Year's pop culture resolutions. And so when we come back, we're going to share ours. We're also going to quickly listen to the ones that Carla and Tiff had for last year and mine too, to see if we actually succeeded in these resolutions. So we'll be right back. Okay, so I started a tradition that was inspired by another podcast to give out our pop culture resolutions for the year. And last year, I didn't get clips for what our resolutions were to see how well we did. But this year, I did. So Carla is first. But first, let's hear what Carla resolved to do last year. And then Carla can tell us if she did that or not.
Well, my pop culture resolution for 2025, I really want to just enjoy pop culture stuff without getting too bogged down in what it means for me as a human being. Like, am I an awful human being for enjoying this? Am I failing humanity for, I don't know, like so many ways in which I'm constantly feeling like I'm failing humanity. Like I'm constantly feeling like I'm not recycling enough. I'm not doing enough for the environment. Like, all that kind of jazz. So I'm going to go easier on myself as far as pop culture goes. I'm just going to enjoy my trash.
So Carla, did you do this?
I am happy to say that I have successfully failed humanity many times this year. I have consumed so much trash unrepentantly.
Well, good. You succeeded.
I no longer recycle. Now I just throw everything away. I go to the ocean to take my trash there.
I no longer recycle.
No.
You went way there.
No, I didn't overcompensate the other way. No, I was, I think, better able to just enjoy stuff and not overthink it too much. And then when I did overthink it, I made a podcast to overthink it publicly. So
there you go.
It worked out really well in so many ways.
Well, then what is your resolution for 2026?
So 2025, I listened to like one new artist. So my resolution for 2026 is to find multiple new artists, new to me, not necessarily new to the world, but new to me, and check out more music because I musicked very little of anything that wasn't already on heavy rotation in my playlists. So I want to kind of expand my musical horizons.
I love this resolution. That's an awesome resolution. Yes.
Also, more importantly, it's an easy one.
It's good, attainable.
Yeah. No more thinking about stuff. No more worrying about humanity in general. Just more music. Yes, let's do that.
Well, Erin A, you weren't on this episode last year, so you can't tell whether or not you succeeded. So, but what is your New Year's pop culture resolution for 2026?
So my resolution for 2026 is that I want to get back into comics and graphic novels. I used to really love them. A couple years ago, I just kind of like stopped. There were several series that I was really into. And then like around 2020, that was one of the kind of just like trying to survive it years. And I just kind of stopped reading everything. So I really want to catch up on stuff that I stopped reading, find new stuff. My Secret Santa at work, I bought her one of my favorite series, the volume 1, and she read it the whole thing in one day, the day I gave it to her, and she was just like, "This is amazing. I love it so much. I can't wait to go buy the next one." And I'm like, I forgot like how much fun it is to experience stuff like that. The story, and I really love graphic novels because it's just like the artwork is so beautiful. So it's kind of like two-sided where you get a story and you get to look at really, really pretty art. So I really want to get back into doing that. I don't know why I stopped other than just like life. So that is my goal, is to resume reading stuff. And as we're sitting here, I can see this thing behind me that I started to put up all of my ribbons and things from Comic-Cons onto a board. And that's been sitting there for like 9 months unfinished. So maybe I should do that too.
There you go. Awesome. Great resolution. Well, Tiff was here. So let's first play what Tiff's resolution was for 2025.
I think mine is going to be locked in to finally addressing my issue with body horror because I feel like I'm missing out on a lot of really, really great horror films because of the fact that body horror is just not my thing. I think I'm missing out, and I'm going to try to push through and really, really give it my all. Even if I have to cover my eyes for a little bit, I feel like I might be, start to kind of like desensitize myself to the whole body horror thing. So
I'm watching Tiff's face, and I'm wondering if Tiff even remembered making this resolution.
I don't remember making this resolution. This is like one of those things that's worse than, I'm going to go to the gym and get in shape. What was I thinking?
So no.
Let's see. Yeah. Well, no, you know what? I did watch Weapons. So to me, I think that was, I think that had a lot of body horror in it. I know Erin's rolling her eyes. I think it did. And I didn't even cover my eyes that much. So, you know what that is? That's growth. I did watch, and I love Smile too. And that is body horror to me. That is like, ew. I think we agreed, Erin, that we liked it more than we liked the first one, which was really, really good.
Yeah.
So, and I don't know, like, okay, so I'm throwing this in here because, technical issues, but I watched Frankenstein last night, Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein. And putting together bits and pieces, parts, dude, from other dead people, that's total body horror. And I watched the whole thing without any issues. My stomach turned just like one little bit. So I consider it growth. I watched. Yes, growth. There you go.
I'm so glad that you gave it your sum.
Yes.
What is your resolution for 2026?
I don't know. I don't think I really set any. I haven't set pop culture goals for this upcoming year. I guess maybe just to watch just more stuff, period. Like I did feel like I kind of like maybe television series. I was very limited in what I was actually watching. So I need to pay more attention because I missed out on a lot of stuff because, algorithms and junk. So I do need to pay more attention to what's out there so I can actually know, hey, this is something that you could possibly enjoy. So yeah, I'll go with that. Let's pay more attention, Tiff.
That sounds good. That's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I almost don't want to share this, but here's mine from last year.
Okay, well, mine is also horror related. This is my favorite genre, but I need to watch more old horror. And by that, I mean pre-60s, 50s, 40s, 30s, like the roots of horror. And I am lacking in that. I haven't watched as much of that. And so my goal is to watch more older horror films. I didn't do any of that.
I didn't watch a single older horror movie, so I failed spectacularly. I don't even think I even thought about it after that episode was done recording.
You didn't dig in the crates and go to, like the 1920s Nosferatu?
No, I failed. I failed spectacularly. So I did not succeed at my resolution. And I blame it on the fact that I had a cold and was losing my voice at that time. So I couldn't remember. But my resolution this year, and we'll see how well I do, is to read more or at least listen to more audiobooks because I, have hardly read anything in a long time. So that's my pop culture resolution for 2026. We'll see if my pop culture resolution actually happens or not. But that's what I resolved to do for 2026 is read more or at least listen to more audiobooks. So, and not necessarily in any particular genre, just in general. So that's mine. So let us know what some of your pop culture resolutions are for 2026, or if you made any last year, how well you did with those. So let us know. And that's going to do it for our Pop Culture and Fandom News episode for this week. So I'm going to go around and have my lovely panelists tell everybody where they can be found. And where their podcast can be found. So first up, From OK Real Quick, Carla. Hello. I said hello. Hello again.
Hi again. Good to
We're
see you.
starting over.
For the first time today.
So where can OK Real Quick be found and you?
Well, you can find OK Real Quick wherever you found this podcast. You can find our social media by looking for @OK Real Quick on social media places like, for example, TikTok and such as like, for example, there is also Blue Sky. And then I can be found online in also TikTok and Blue Sky as Carla Temis. Same name as my website, carlatemis.com. That's CarlaTemis.com. And also the Discord server on which we like to hang out and throw things at each other. Not physically, but like links and GIFs and memes.
I was like, I missed that part.
Wait, I get to throw things?
You missed the pillow fight?
It's like when Facebook used to do that poking thing. You'd poke
Oh, God.
somebody.
Yeah.
That's what we're doing. So Erin A.
Yeah, now that I know I can throw things on Discord, find me over there. Yeah, the Discord server and probably Instagram. I try to do Blue Sky. That's one of my resolutions, is to try to figure out how to use that and use that more next year. I am technically on TikTok, but every time I open it, it says I have like 173 unread messages that are mostly videos from Carla and my husband that I never open because I forget I have that app. But I am everywhere. I am at Geek and Sew. That's what I do. I geek and I sew things.
Awesome. That's a lot of notifications.
I turn notifications off. So then, because it was recommending just like the most random shit to me all of the time, and I got mad. So I turned the notifications off. So whenever I do open it for something, then it's like out of control, and then I get overwhelmed and close it again.
Fair.
So Tiff.
You can find me at Who's Tiff Is Me as the lovely I am on Blue Sky. Promote, it's a fandom thing pod stuff. So like it looks really pretty easy to use. So I really need to use that more. I'm going to do that more too. So add that in. But I'm on the Discord server a lot with the rest of the crew recommendations for stuff. We were just throwing out some stuff yesterday, bantering, hopefully Sarah takes our recommendation about The Beast in Me. It's good. Terrifying, but good. So yeah, come on and jump in. We got pets. We got doggies. We got kitties. It's all fun. It's all good. Come say bye-bye. This hellfire of 2025.
Hello to the hellfire of 2026. Sorry. I'm
Lovely.
sorry. I'm just... Yes. Come join us over there. And I'll give you information about where you can find that in just a second. But first, Fergie's pop culture resolution for 2026 would be for me to stop loving Indy the dog from Good Boy. But her resolution would be to watch more horror movies. Switched up what's on when we leave because Shudder has like live stuff that goes on. It came from Shudder. So if you have Shudder, it's basically Shudder TV. So I'm like, why haven't I been leaving this on? So I've been leaving on Shudder now.
Oh, that's so nice.
It used to be Dateline and now it's Shudder. But you can follow her on TikTok at Schroeder and Fergs. That's SCHROEDERANDFERGS. It's long, but it's worth it. To find links to all of our past episodes, links to our social media, including that Discord server that has been mentioned, head on over to our website. It's afandomthingpod.com. And while you're there, consider becoming a Patreon supporter today. For as little as $3 a month, you get ad-free content, you get episodes a day early, and occasionally you get bonus episodes as well. Like for this month, I did an episode talking about 12 Dates of Christmas. Yes, I'm not kidding. I did because I actually love that movie. By the time this drops, hopefully it'll be out. I'm going to also have a episode of just me raging about stuff I didn't like in 2025 pop culture. So you'll get to hear that because I wanted a chance to do that. So you get those bonus episodes, lots of other great bonus episodes. You occasionally win prizes.
You get ad-free content, and you get episodes a day early. So what do you have to lose? Click the link in the show notes or on our website. It's afandomthingpod.com. Click the Support Us tab there. And on Friday's episode, it is time to kick off 2026 the way we kick off every year, with Christian fucking Bale month. And we are kicking it off with Thor, Love and Thunder. So until next time, remember, it's a fandom thing. Black Lives Matter, stop Asian hate, and free Palestine.